Before we begin, if you enjoy stories like this, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your reflections and experiences. Started with a text. A simple notification on my phone, innocuous at first glance, but the words inside hit me harder than anything I'd ever imagined. Feeling lonely? It was from my wife. She was on a work trip just a couple of days away, and the text seemed harmless at first, playful even. But something in the tone, the timing, the choice of words made my chest tighten. My mind, which had been calm just moments before, suddenly felt like a stormy sea. I stared at the message for what felt like forever. I wanted to laugh it off, to respond with something casual, but something inside me whispered caution. That whisper, tiny, persistent, made me pause, and then, almost without thinking, I typed one word. Alone. It was neutral. Cold, maybe. But I didn't want to give her the intimacy she seemed to be fishing for. I didn't want to show that her text had unsettled me, that her absence was already clawing at me. I hit send, and instantly regret and dread swirled inside me. Over the next day, little things started adding up. Calls she said she missed because of client meetings. Texts deleted before I could even see them. Her laughter at the phone just a little too quick, a little too secretive. I began questioning myself first. Was I being paranoid? Was I imagining cracks in a marriage that had always felt solid? But the unease wouldn't leave. I started noticing patterns. Sudden wardrobe changes before calls, whispered conversations she walked away to take, moments where her eyes would dart, guilty when I entered a room. I tried to rationalize, to convince myself that I was overthinking, but a growing pit of dread sat low in my stomach. Then the first real piece of evidence appeared. A notification on her laptop. An email from someone I didn't know, signed with her usual affectionate nickname, but addressed to a man. My hand shook as I opened it, and my heart hammered in my chest. The email was harmless in its words, yet intimate in its tone, the kind of closeness I had always shared with her, now redirected. I felt my chest tighten, my vision narrow. Could this really be happening? I tried to confront myself, to talk myself down. Maybe it was innocent. Maybe I was reading too much into it. But when I found her phone one evening, carelessly left unlocked, I saw messages, private, teasing, flirty. And then it hit me. Betrayal doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it creeps in quietly, through texts, through laughter, through small touches you weren't meant to witness. When she returned, she was radiant, smiling as if nothing had changed. She hugged me, kissed me, told me stories of her trip. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to slide back into the comfort of her embrace, to forget the doubts, the evidence. But I couldn't. Each memory, each shared laugh, each quiet morning now felt tainted, a mask over what had been growing under the surface. One evening I decided I had to know. I confronted her gently, trying to keep my voice steady. There's someone else, isn't there? I asked, my stomach in knots. She froze, eyes wide. I saw the guilt, the hesitation, and then the truth spilled out. She admitted everything. Not with excuses, not with arrogance, but with remorse. She confessed her loneliness, her dissatisfaction, the way she had sought attention elsewhere. Listening, my emotions twisted together. Heartbreak, anger, sorrow, and a strange lingering love. She wasn't a villain. She was flawed, human, scared, and selfish in ways I had never imagined. I realized then that love is fragile, that trust is delicate, and that betrayal doesn't erase the years we shared. But it does demand reckoning. The days afterward were a blur. Silence filled the spaces where laughter used to be. Every touch, every glance, every word felt loaded with unspoken truths. I replayed our memories, questioning which moments were real, which were performance. Some stung, others softened into lessons. I realized that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, and reconciliation doesn't always mean staying. Eventually I had to make a choice. I could cling to the past, to the remnants of what we had, or I could choose myself. I chose self-respect. I chose boundaries. I chose the hard path, the lonely path, because it was the one that allowed me to heal. Walking away wasn't easy. The silence was deafening. The memories haunted me. But slowly I felt a strange liberation, a clarity I hadn't known in years. I understood that betrayal doesn't define us. It reveals the strength we have to rise above it. I began to rebuild, not with anger or hatred, but with self-awareness, resilience, and the knowledge that my worth isn't dictated by someone else's actions. I still think of her sometimes, wonder if she regrets, if she remembers. But I no longer ask for validation from the person who chose differently. I've learned to hold my own heart, to protect it, and to trust myself again. And in that I've found a quiet strength, a sense of peace I thought was lost forever.